Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, my name's Melissa Rivet and I'm from Zest Positive that runs puppy school courses, and today I'm going to talk to you in this video about the importance of playing with your puppy and how to play appropriately with them, and also how to stop them from play biting, which all puppies do, unfortunately. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is how important play is. It's really, really important to play lots and lots with your puppies. It teaches them how to channel their energies into play. It helps them to exercise, mental and physical exercise as well, and it also helps to channel their natural hunting abilities. Several short sessions each day are better than just one long session, and this is on top of their usual walking routine twice a day. So it really helps to form a close bond with your puppy. It helps to create some mutual trust as well, and it also teaches them that you're really exciting, that you're the best person to be with. It stops them from getting too distracted while you're taking them out on walks, and which is really, really good for training. So if you're seen as the most exciting person in their life, then it makes them so much easier to train them. They're focused on you, and they want to be with you and they want to please you. Okay. So think about what breed of dog you've got. As I said, play with them helps to channel their natural hunting abilities. So even though they're not necessarily bred for the purposes of working, they're still going to have a lot of their breeding traits that have inherited from their ancestors. So think about what breed you've got. Do some research on the breed that you have. So here today we've got some gorgeous Cockapoos, which is obviously a Cocker Spaniel crossed with a miniature poodle. Now miniature poodles weren't really bred for hunting or anything like that. They were bred as companion dogs, unlike the standard poodles which were bred for hunting. But obviously a Cocker Spaniel is a gunny dog. They're bred for flushing and retrieving game. So think about the types of job that they were bred to do and use that in your play. So Cocker Spaniels, Cockapoos inheriting those traits are going to love playing retrieve games, chase games, and hunting games where they're taught how to search for items and then retrieve them to their owners. So it's all about being really exciting, use your voice. Squeaky toys are great for terriers. Obviously these aren't terriers, but they're still going to love squeaky toys as well. So terriers, as I said, love squeaky toys. Guardian breeds and bull breeds love possession games, so they like to play tug. Tug of war games is certainly their favourite game, and then gun dogs and herding dogs such as border collies love to chase and do a bit of retrieving as well, if they're a Labrador Retriever, for instance. Okay, so play biting. As you can see, the puppies love to play by each other when they're in with their litter mates. It's just what they do naturally. That's how they communicate with one another, and that's just what they love to do with one another. So of course it's completely natural for them to want to do that to you once they're in their new home. So of course it's not appropriate to allow them to do that, including chewing on shoes, as you can see this one. So yeah, I'll talk about play biting. So it's all about teaching them that these soft toys, quite large ones as well, are better for them to play with rather than on your hands. So if they do ever start to bite on your hands, then you just get the toy, show them show them the toy, put it into their faces almost, and let them have a real good game of that. So you shake it around, be really exciting yourself, and encourage them to chew on the toys rather than yourself. Okay. So large toys are really good for this because you're much less likely to get accidentally bitten as well. And also the soft toys are really good because they're teething, their mouths can be quite sore sometimes. So soft toys are really good for that, and also it's very similar to another puppy. They're soft, just as their little mate is as well. Okay. And then the more you do that when they're in this exciting mood, the more they will realise actually playing with the toys is much more fun. But it's still important as well to add some rules to it as well, to the games. So if they get a bit over the top, if they continually try and bite your arms instead of the toy despite your efforts, then that should be the end of the game. Okay, just walk away, take the toy with you. And as soon as they've calmed down, you can have another little playing session as well. And the more you repeat that, the more they realise that playing with the toys is much more fun than playing with your arms and legs and hair, whatever they decide to chew on. Okay, So with children as well, it's important to establish some rules. So always supervise play with children, especially in the early weeks. Make sure that both sides are playing appropriately. You don't want the children teasing them or hurting them or playing too roughly, and the same is the other way around as well. We don't want the puppies jumping all over the children, just as with adults, but even more important with children because they're smaller. Chase games as well isn't really encouraged, because what can happen is the dogs might realise that nipping them as they're running along is good fun too. So just nice gentle games, always supervised, preferably with toys like this that they can play with them together. Okay, so that's play biting. So another thing I want to talk about is maintaining the value of toys. So it's really important that they have a variety of toys with them throughout the day that they've got access to. So soft toys as well as chew toys as well are ideal for puppies, and that will obviously help them to focus their energies on those toys rather than on furniture or your shoes. Okay. So to maintain the value of some toys, it's important to keep some toys away from them and use these toys when they're behaving really nicely. Get out these toys, have a good play session with them, and then once you finish the play session, put them away again. So that really increases their value, increases their interest in these toys because they haven't got access to them all the time. It's almost like them having a new toy. They really respond well to it, and it's very rewarding for them. Okay. They also work harder for it, and ultimately are much easier to train. You've got something that they can focus on. So also as well, these soft toys and any other toys that aren't indestructible, it's important that they're only playing with them while you supervise them. Obviously if pieces break off them, it could be quite dangerous. Squeaky toys as well, the squeaker could come out, and of course they could swallow that. So that's another reason why these kind of toys aren't best to be left down. Okay, and also they last longer if they're not completely destroyed by them. Another thing I want to mention is playing with sticks. See a lot of people playing with sticks with their dogs in the park. It's important that they don't do that because it can be quite dangerous. Sometimes the sticks can splinter, or if the stick is thrown and it's protruding in the ground, the dog can very easily run into that stick and hurt themselves. As a veterinary nurse, I've seen quite a lot of stick injuries over the years, where they hurt their eyes or their throats. And things like that. So avoid playing with sticks as much as you can. If the dog is particularly interested in playing with sticks, then try and ignore that behaviour. Don't pick the stick up and play with it. But always take toys with you. In any circumstances, whenever you take them out with you, take their favourite toy along, so that then if they're distracted by something else and want to call them to you, just whip out your toy, get really excited and use your voice. Okay. I think that's everything covered. So thanks for listening.
Thank you, Melissa.